Welcome back to another clay video. Today we are going to create the Kirby copy abilities from the Kirby series in Super Smash Bros. The idea for this video actually started way at the beginning of this channel. In the early days of Kirby, some of my first videos were creating different Smash Bros. Fighters. I had this dream where I wanted to create every single Smash Bros. Fighter out of clay, and after I started to get through a bunch of them, I realized this seemed a little bit unrealistic and maybe I didn't have quite the skill level to create some of the more complex fighters, like, for example, anyone from Fire Emblem or maybe Ganondorf, some of the more complex characters. But I came up with this idea that I could make the Kirby copy abilities of every single fighter, and that way I could still reach my dream of creating every single Smash Bros. Fighter with clay, but also I can make a bunch of awesome Kirbys in the meantime. So what I plan to do on the channel in the future here is keep creating these copy abilities until we have created every single Smash Bros. Fighter. I'm going to start off by doing the ones in the series like this with Kirby or, for example, Metroid, things that have maybe 3 or 4 different characters in, and then I'll move on to the bigger ones like Pokemon and Mario. I'm not sure about the ones where there's only one character in the game, like Captain Falcon, Mr. Game & Watch. Maybe I'll make them as their own video, maybe I'll mash them all into a video of their own. I guess we'll see when the time comes. I hope you guys like the idea of me doing all of these Kirby copy abilities. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I think it'll be fun to see what all of these different Kirbys will look like and how I can go about creating them. Let's jump into the actual clay creation here. As you can see, Kirby is very dirty, but we will clean that up using a trick that I've shown in a couple different videos. But basically, I take some rubbing alcohol, put it on a Q-tip, and rub it all over the dirty parts, and this cleans it up really nicely. Our first Kirby was completed just a minute ago there, and he's very easy to create. This second Kirby is our King Dedede Kirby. He's also pretty easy to create. All he has different about him is basically this hat on top of his head. As you can see, we mixed together some gold and yellow clay to get this very nice light gold color, and we can wrap that around his head. But if you don't have gold, of course yellow works just fine for this, but gold has a nice little shine to it and adds a little bit more detail to it. We have this weird gem here on the front of the crown. Well, I think this is a crown, it's some form of hat, but to me, it sort of looks like it would be something royalty would wear. Here we have the little puffball at the top of the hat. And after the legs, our King Dedede Kirby is also complete. Here's our 2 completed Kirbys. Now we can start working on the third Kirby. This is going to be Meta Knight. This one is definitely my favorite out of all 3 of them. I think it's all the different extra details on him, but I also just really like Meta Knight. We have some silver clay here. This is going to be for the mask. I've taken the light silver clay, that's the name of the color, and I've mixed it in with some black clay to get it a little bit darker, and it also gets these really nice swirls in it, which just sort of adds to the metal effect. We can take our blade here and cut out the shape that we just drew. This is going to be where Meta Knight's face is. So let's take the black clay and fill this in here. Before I forget to mention, there is not going to be a poll in this video. However, in next week's video, there is going to be a poll of what I will be creating next. So I hope that you guys will join that poll and help me on my channel decide what you would like to see next. This here is going to be these spikes. I believe they're spikes on his mask. I think they're just a very nice detail. I don't think they have any actual functioning purpose on the mask here. We have 4 of these. We have the 2 on the sides and the 2 in the middle. And now all we need is the eyes here. That's the only thing we're missing. After we get those into place, we can take the mask off of the table and put it right onto Kirby's face. Let's take all of these different random weird colors From looking at some reference pictures, it's sort of a brownish, purple, gray color. It's a very strange color that the wings are going to be, so here I have all these colors and I hope this is a pretty good match. A lot of the different reference pictures have different shades of the wings, so I just picked one and went with it. I think it's pretty funny that they added these wings into Kirby. They're so tiny in the back of Kirby, I don't really think they would help him fly. Plus, Kirby can jump so high as it is, I really don't think wings would do him any good. We have this darker purple for the outlining. I was following the reference pictures for a while for the wings here, but then I sort of just started to go off of my own design. I hope that it still looks good. And now we have this little white spike here. These are just a nice little extra detail I saw in the pictures. After attaching those, we can move on to a very important detail that I somehow overlooked when I was creating Kirby, his little blushing cheeks here. And now, our Kirby creations are ready to get baked. After baking, we can break out the super glue and start doing a little bit of assembling. We just need to attach these wings onto Meta Knight. I've cut the ends of the wings at an angle so they'll be able to sit very nicely on his back here. And here it is, guys, the Kirby series copy abilities from Super Smash Bros. I hope you all enjoyed the creation of these Kirby copy abilities. If you did, you might also enjoy Meta Knight or King Dedede. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.